get out of this mess yet, because if I don't, somebody comes, it'll be a big fitna. So this is all bread that would normally go to waste. Nobody wants this bread. So what I do is I take it as a secret act of ibadah, and I give it to the seagulls, to the birds. This thing, it belongs to me. But the weight of it, this is meat, and this is milk. This is a container of milk, which is frozen itself over by putting it in here to preserve it. But I was told that I have to come and I have to get that. I have no place to live and no place to keep it. And it's bad once you freeze milk, because once you freeze milk, then water molecules get in there. From the process is homogenized with the liquidity of the water naturally, because water is a natural base element of liquidity, of liquid state. But too much of it, like ice crystals, it changes the constituency of the milk very badly. So this is another thing of being in the streets. As a price, a penalty for living on the streets. So I have tried to forestall it, but like I said, I have been hit heavily by those within the body of my own religious community, coordinated with a non-Muslim generated effort, quite possibly Canadian, US, UK, and possibly what they call Yahud from New York. I hate to put stuff on Jews, man. I hate doing that, man. Scapegoating Jews. Scapegoating the Jewish community. I hate it, man. A lot of Muslims do it. But my effort is a sort of a cult type of thing, leaning towards what they call Kabbalistic, which I've always believed black New Yorkers and inner city people were targeted by something. That's why their neighborhoods are always filthy, full of crime, so that these people don't become economic competition to their ruling classes. You don't become competition. You're not going to compete with their kids, their children, for good education, for good livelihood, good homes, comfort. Living in Santa Monica, living in happy, and living in Venice, and Marina Del Rey. You're not going to find you around there because you can't afford it. When I say you, meaning those of my ethnic group and physiological structure, you won't be allowed to afford it. Discreetly. When I say this stuff, I'm talking about discreetly, not overtly, not open. They dare not do it openly. But discreetly, you're not going to be allowed. You're going to be fought against systemically, not to be allowed to afford to live in places like that. You're not going to afford to live in nice places like that. You're going to live in horrible places. Horrible places. Horrible neighborhoods. Dirty neighborhoods. Dirty communities. You're going to live in places like that. You're not going to have an opportunity to have a decent life, a happy life. You're going to be kept miserable and things like that. But the disgusting aspect of this is the Muslims are complicit with this type of operations. The Muslims are participating in this. This is the worst part, man, of it, man. Like I told you, all of that bread is going to be thrown away. There's other food I have to take it and to give it to the seagulls, for them to eat, because all of that food will end up in the trash. No animal, no creation of God, even this, all this rice turning bad. No creation, no makhluk, no khalq, nobody will benefit from that. And we wonder, as Muslims, why we're being targeted like hell. We wonder why. Why this is going on here. And they waste food like it ain't nothing. They even come from refugee countries, and they be wasting food. A'udhu billah. I seek refuge in Allah, man, from them, man. Yeah. Wasting food, man, like it ain't nothing. Like it's a honor. It's a badge of honor that look at me. I'm not miskeen. I don't need all of this food. I can afford to throw away food. I'm not a miskeen. It's like a badge of honor with these people, man. Astaghfirullah. You wait till the food is vacated. You find out what it's like to suffer, It's like now I have to suffer without being able to bathe in the shower, and I have to go to a non-Muslim, a youth hostel, to ask their kind permission, which they always give me, to use the restroom. And inside the restroom, there is a shower unit in there that I have to use quickly and come out, but then I don't have a fresh pair of shoes to change into as well. So I put my clean socks and feet back into stinking shoes. stinking old dilapidated shoes that I can't change. This is the situation that I'm going through, man, with these people, man. Chiefly the body is Muslims, people that read beautiful Quran and all that kind of stuff, but they have a viciousness. Like this guy hates Kareem Askari, hates him with a deep, deep venom, with a passion. Hates one of the other Muslim leaders. Here in Iceland, he hates another Muslim leader. This guy here, man. Has to be Allah. Even if I mention the guy's name, you can see intense venom and hatred for that guy. And if he thinks you're associated with the other guy, his hatred spits and targets and shoots at you. He hate you as well. Yes. I don't know what happened between them, man. And and I don't know if it is a person's hunger for authority and money. I don't know, because some of that covers up the niyat to be an imam or hafiz of Quran. The real niyat is for authority, money, respect, and the best of everything. Because if you have those religious things, people will offer you the best of money, comfort, positions, service, khidmat, and women, everything. You get the best offered of everything if you have that religious covering. This is why I chose tijara. I would rather be a righteous tajir if I can do it, but I'm being fought against by a lot of people involved with Sufism. To show off. A lot of people involved with Sufism. They hit me real hard, Aki, real brutal, brother, brutal. And they have acolytes in a lot of different countries, Muslim majority countries, in the security services, in the police services of Muslim majority countries, who can affect coordination with their non-Muslim colleagues. Like, this guy, a problem, we want you to do this and this and that. So these people have tricked me. And when I had the legitimate opportunity, contract and everything, man, to work here, all I needed was to accumulate the paperwork, the passport, the money. None of the money needed to be paid to me. None. It all could have been paid to people of ancestry, professionals of an ancestry that are respect. People of these skin complexions here. People of Semitic, Jewish, Euro-ethnic ancestry who would collect the money and then who would perform the tasks for me to have all the documents that I need to satisfy the local authority. The Muslims stabbed me in the back, man. Stabbed me in the back. Well, yeah. And what I'm getting ready to say is a calumnious thing for me to say. Wallahi. And I don't say that very often. That's what they did. And they knew it. They know it. They know what they did, man. That's why when they look at me, they say, Astaghfirullah, with a strong Astaghfirullah, because they know what's going on behind. But they think that Allah's wrath is removed of them because they're here safe in Iceland, they're comfortable. Watch. And when I say his wrath, I'm not talking about any type of violent type of thing. I'm talking about divine wrath on their life, sickness or calamity, personal tragedy. They think it's far away from them. They think it's far. Natural disaster, on them. I'm talking about Muslims. A pogrom where the Muslims will be targeted and forced out of Europe. Europeans will say enough is enough. They don't think these people one day will say enough is enough. We're tired of these attacks. These people, and start pulling out their hair and everything. They don't think that. They think these people are just going to keep going on and keep thinking that they can assimilate Muslims. And the Muslims don't. The Muslims don't think that one day people of Europe can get fed up. See, I know my interactions with people of European ancestry, being a slave descendant. I know all too well how violent they can get. These people have the core foundation and mantle of violence. People of European ancestry, you don't want to play with them. Yeah, these people have a whole heap of violence waiting for you. You understand that? But now they have heaped more economic violence on me and have me in a position to be thrown out of the country. Thrown out, kicked out, because they take so long to respond. Tomorrow after tomorrow, bukara ba'd bukara, ghadan ba'd ghadan, mañana ba'd mañana, next day, next week after next week, tomorrow after next week day after that, and this, that, and then days, hours adding to days.